Money prophets going after Buhari are tricksters, swindlers. Presidency. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The presidency has said so-called prophets, many so-called prophets predicting doom against President Muhammadu Buhari are tricksters, artificers, swindlers, charlatans, scoundrels. Well, for those who listen to them now, that's their problem. See, these days, and I don't have this, concern me, but there's some things you look and you just look away. Just look away. There are some things you hear and you're not surprised that these things are actually happening. You're not. Hunger has made people do things that are unimaginable and made people say things that are unimaginable. Yes. Poverty has really eaten deep into people's sense. And another thing, self-ambition, greediness has made people do unthinkable and say unimaginable things. Whatever they are saying, it's none of my business. My own is most of what they are saying is just like they are coming out to say, oh, Buhari is not going to do anything new that we should not expect from him. See, if you do 1 + 1, it will give you 2. You don't need somebody to tell you that 1 + 1 is 2, right? You don't need anybody to tell you. You actually do not need anybody to tell you that 1 + 1 is 2 because you know it is 2. If you're going to look at the Muhammadu Buhari administration and see how things have been, he's struggling with following the country. And as we all know now, it is becoming clearer because we now know that some things are not even his decision. Yes, some things are not even his decision. The man is old. So some people coming out to give fake prophecies, I shouldn't call it fake prophecies about him. Sincerely, believe at your own discretion. Believe at your own discretion. What are you even believing it for? The prophecy is not even for you. It's for the presidency. No problem. Nigeria is already is heading to doom. We don't need somebody to tell us that. We need to do something about it. And what do we need to do? To ensure that the next person going to sit on that seat is not going to bring us doom. Or rather, we create a constitution before another election. Yes, a constitution that if you don't do well in some years into your tenure, you are going to be impeached and removed. Sincerely, that thing needs to be in our constitution. So that people will know they have no other option to make sure they go there and do what they're supposed to do. The news in detail, please stay with us. Presidential spokesman Femi Adesina in his article late Thursday said, unfortunately, some people have decided to call themselves and they go about running riots all over the place with guesswork, divination, and outright falsehood, all to beguile the people, pass the same off as somebody, and ultimately make filthy money. Since he became leader of the country, President Muhammadu Buhari has been an object of the futurologists. They have come with tons of predictions, many of which went wide of the mark, hitting the crossbar. Many times they have virtually killed him. Many other times they have disposed him through the 2019 election. They have foreseen sickness, death, empty seat at the presidential villa, but year after year, month after month, President Buhari continues to do his duty to the country and to his family. He remains constant like the northern star, he said. Adesina said he has cause to take up a mount back sometime last year, when he said the president jet would crash at the last quarter of 2021. What was his intention? Patronage? That the president should send him emissaries to him with bags of money, so he could pray and stave off the tragedy. Prayer contractor. The president was particularly busy with international travels at the period the prophet mentioned. USA, Ethiopia, Riyadh, Glasgow, London, Paris, Durban, Dubai, Turkey, and many other places. Did an accident happen? Not even an incident. That is where God is different from man. He has mercy on whom he will have mercy on. That was what the Maraba did to Sani Abacha, that he remained hold in Asu Rock. Between November 1993 and June 1998, that he was head of state, you could count what local and foreign trips he made on the fingers of one hand. There was a time plenty hype had been made on his visit to Oyo State to commission the Asigeria water scheme. The state was agog with expectation, and a holiday had been declared only for Abacha not to show up. He had been caged by futurologists. At another time, he had been confirmed to visit Lagos to commission projects, including the Mara Gardens in Alausa area of Ikeja. Colonel Buba Maras was a star, a poster boy of his administration. Visiting Lagos would have been good for Abacha himself, and all was set. The city had been put under lockdown. At the last minute, Abacha refused to show up, caged again by the horizon scanners, who always see negative, never anything positive. It was said that in the few times the head of state ventured out of the fortress called H0T, he would lock up all the service chiefs at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja until he returned, so that they would not be able to effect a military coup while he was away. Whether the story is true or apocryphal, I do not know. What I sure know is that the day Abacha's time was up, it was simply up. There was no armor against fate. What we learn from the antics of a prophet against President Buhari is that no man has the final say. God is the ultimate decider. If man says anything and God has not concurred, then nothing happens. Let a man move from mountain to mountain, praying that his prophecy should come to pass. It would be like beating a dead horse. Sheer waste of energy, he stated. Adeshina added,